How to start fish farming in Nigeria. A lot of people are taking the president's advice and have decided to go into agriculture recently. Be it vegetable growing or animal rearing, there's actually a lot to be made in the agricultural sector. Since no one can survive without food, this is the reason agriculture is one of the top lucrative businesses all over the world. Today, we'll be looking at one of those prominent ways to make money rearing livestock. If you can count fishes as livestock, that is. We will be looking at fish farming. I'll be walking you through the introduction, the benefits, and the procedures so that when you are done with this video, you will have almost all the details you need to be successful in the fish farming industry, whether as a side hustle or a full-time job. What is fish farming? Fish farming is known as pisciculture and is the act of breeding, rearing, and transplantation of fish by artificial means for commercial purposes. Fish, just like any seafood, is very rich in protein and micronutrients. Thus, the consumption of fish in Nigeria is very high and fishermen cannot meet up the demand. The rearing of fish by farmers reduces this deficit in the fish demand-supply gap by boosting supply for both consumption and export purposes. As lucrative as fish farming can be, a lack of proper information concerning the business can lead to huge losses. With the right knowledge and practice, you are sure of getting 100% return on your investment in fish farming. To start a fish farm, you will have to invest as much money as possible, depending on the size you want to start with. But it is advisable to start on a small scale before expanding as you gain experience, because fish farming is a major investment operation that needs careful consideration before starting up. You can start fish farming on a small scale for fulfilling your daily family demands or for earning some extra cash with your regular income. There are many fisheries in Nigeria today that are doing quite well. Like any form of animal husbandry, fish farming can be risky because fishes are very sensitive to manage, and a little slip or error will hinder the growth of your fish and may even lead to death, which will lead to a huge loss. Fish farming has no byproducts like poultry, so there is no extra or alternative form of making profits outside selling the fish itself. We also have the issue of competitive sales between fishermen and fish farmers. Fish from the sea tastes better than fish grown in ponds, and the cost of rearing fish makes the price of pond fish high. Where there are a good number of fishermen in the market, the demand for pond fish may be low. But when you look past all of these, there are so many benefits to going into the fish farming business. Some of them are popularity. Fishery products are by far the most popular animal products in the market, constituting more than 60% of meat produced in the Nigerian market. High demand. Fish is one of the main sources of protein. Fish is widely consumed on a large scale. Thus, the demand for fish is stable all year round. Fishes are known to grow rapidly, so investing in a fish farming business will result in huge patronage and source of cash flow. No environmental hazard. Fish farms do not cause any environmental hazards. Unlike poultry farming, you can set up a fish farm anywhere, including residential areas. If you have a spacious compound, you can easily set up a small fish farm within your backyard without any regulatory precaution. Affordability. It is a known fact that fishes are cheaper when compared to most meat produced and hence sells faster. It is an attractive venture as it remains the top choice for consumers in terms of affordability. Matures quickly. The growth pattern of fish is fast. This singular characteristic of fishes ensures that fish farmers can harvest and sell in a short time. Low cost of setup. Fish farms are easy to set up. It can be set up in residential areas as well as on a large scale. How to get started in fish farming? Fish farming business can be done almost anywhere, and the good thing about it is not seasonal, so you can be making money all year long. This is a step-by-step guide on how to go about opening a successful fish farming business in Nigeria. Get a good location for your fish farming business. You need to decide whether you're starting on a big or small scale. If you're thinking small, then you can easily start with a tank in your backyard. But if you're going large scale, then you would need a piece of land. Any location is good since fish doesn't cause any environmental disturbance. Look for land where you can get it cheap and buy. Depending on the capacity you want to operate on, half plot of land is just good enough for average fish farm. Get trained. Fish farming is a knowledge-driven sector that needs adequate training or experience to effectively function. You start by acquiring knowledge on how to run your fish farm. Most entrepreneurs who go to fish farming are oblivious of practical knowledge in fishery. They simply hire experienced hands to manage their farms. I feel it is very important to gain knowledge on how to run your farm. Get professional training if possible and read endlessly on fishery. Visit other farms to gain more knowledge. Good source of water. I don't need to tell you how important water is to fish. That is sort of like how air is important to us as humans. The water availability is something you have to consider when choosing the location for the fish pond. Aquaculture needs a lot of water, and you might require a borehole or use natural sources of water like rivers or streams. Note that what we humans consider as good water is not what fishes consider good water. For instance, we can drink government-treated water, but such water could be poisonous to the fish because of the chemicals used to treat the water for human consumption. Put your fish in bad water and you're affecting its growth and productivity. Right type of fish pond. Just like you, your fish needs a comfortable place to live. The more natural and comfortable the fish pond is, the better for them. At different stages, you'll have to sort your fishes and then put them in different ponds according to their sizes. There are two popular fish housing systems: backyard plastic tanks or ponds. Plastic tanks may be good for you if you're just starting fish farming in Nigeria, especially on a small scale. Fish ponds are of various sizes and their cost varies depending on your environment and need. You need to engage the service of an expert pond construction engineer, or you go to another fish farm to get the specification and construction requirements. The plumbing work must be properly done to ensure proper drainage. Get healthy juveniles. Ordinarily, we have what we call fry, which is the development stage of fish immediately after the larva stage, at an age of less than a week. We also have what we call fingerling, which is the development stage of fish following the fry stage and continuing into the first 3 to 4 months of life. We as well have yearling, which is the development stage of fish following the fingerling stage and lasting until approximately 1 year of age. The development stage of a fish after fingerling is what we refer to as juvenile. They are the little fish you need to grow to table size. Buy fish from reputable farms that specialize in it. If not, you will be given runts which cannot attain reasonable heights. Choose the right fish feeds. What you feed your fish will affect its growth immensely. There are many factors that come into play when choosing the correct feed, such as type of fish and size of fish. Always ensure sufficient availability of amino acids like arginine, methionine, lysine, and crude protein in their feed. Fish meal is a great source of crude protein. Make sure the fishes are properly fed so that you will not incur a loss. Harvesting and marketing. Try to start marketing your fish before they are even grown up. That way, people will know and be expecting, so when they are indeed ready for harvesting, you'll have a good market base on standby, ready to scoop them up. You can create awareness through online spaces and by visiting hotels, bars, cafes, among others, which are major consumers of these products. Your level of success in this business is entirely up to you and how committed you are to your business plan. Put in a good amount of effort in fishery and you'll reap the results bountifully.
Thank you for watching. I'm Isaac. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel for more content coming up. See you in the next video. Bye for now.